Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Breaking news for you, a new offer from Somalia to Ethiopia to break the deadlock between the two countries over a disputed memorandum of understanding signed by Ethiopia and Somaliland. But it seems that this offer stands rejected by Somalia, by Ethiopia. Somalia made the offer, Ethiopia rejecting it. All that is happening in Ankara, in Turkey, where the two sides are holding talks. Details for you in this video. Firstly, 2 days ago, around 72 hours ago, I broke the news about Turkey mediating between Ethiopia and Somalia. Obviously, mediation is about dispute over controversial MOU signed by Ethiopia and Somaliland in January this year. Ethiopia wants access to sea, not like it has access to sea through Djibouti. It wants a lease agreement. It wants to build a naval base. That is why it signed an MOU with Somaliland. Somalia calls it a violation of its territorial integrity and sovereignty. It says it will not allow the MOU to be implemented. Uh, by the way, I want to remind viewers what I have been proposing. Whatever I have been proposing is not happening. It's happening very late now. If you remember, in January, when the MOU was signed between Ethiopia and Somaliland, Somalia rejected the MOU. It refused to talk to Ethiopia. It recalled its ambassador. It expelled Ethiopian ambassador. It said no talks with the Ethiopian government. Back then, if you remember, I said that all the neighboring countries should see Ethiopia as a customer. They should learn. They should think like businessmen. They should make offers to Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a big country. Its cargo is a source of income for neighboring countries. They should think about earning from Ethiopia. They should offer their ports to Ethiopia. They should offer better deals. They should think like a businessman. People said, Sajid, you are. Come on, you don't know about politics here. And Ethiopia is after land. It wants to annex territories. And Ethiopia will never be offered with anything. Somalia does not want to make any offers, but later we saw that one after the other, new offers were made to Ethiopia. Kenya got its share. Ethiopia using Lamu port of Kenya, diverting its fertilizer imports to Lamu port. Djibouti concerned, now offering deals to Ethiopia, better deals, reduced tariffs. Eritrea silent. It has no concern. It is not concerned about the offer, the potential which Ethiopia is offering to neighboring countries to earn. Somalia now. Somalia refused to talk, but it changed its position. Now we know that Somalia's Foreign Minister Ahmed Feki is leading a delegation which is in talks with Ethiopian delegation led by Taske Selassie. Talks ongoing in Ankara. 48 hours ago, talks kicked off. Somalia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed the departure of its delegation to Ankara. Later, it deleted the post, but everyone knows that talks are ongoing there. There, in Ankara, Somalia made an offer to Ethiopia, an offer hard to be accepted. What is this offer about? Is Ethiopia going to outrightly reject this offer? Why? What is the reason? As I said, so that Somalia should come up with a better proposal, better offer for Ethiopia to divert Ethiopia from Somaliland towards Somalia. Ahmed Feki, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, offered that Ethiopia can use a port in Somalia. We don't know if lease agreement was offered or not, but I think for this port, Somalia would be ready to offer a lease ad. What's the name of this port? Is it a fully developed port? How far is it from Ethiopia, Somalia border? And are any international players involved in constructing this port too? Hobyo. Hobyo is a port city. It is in Gulmudug regional state, Gulgudug region. Here, Somalia is offering Ethiopia to use this port. How far is this port from Ethiopian border? Around 200 kilometers away from Ethiopian border is Hobyo. While the port, the proposed naval base site in Somaliland for Ethiopian Navy near Lokhaya is around 100 kilometers away from Ethiopia Somalia border. Here, distance around 200 kilometers away. Firstly, secondly, is Hobyo a fully developed port? No. In 2019, Somalia signed an agreement with Qatar. Qatar was interested in building this port, Hobyo port. Maybe that is why Qatar is interested in mediating as well, because Qatar called PM Abiy and Hassan Sheikh a few days ago. Before that, PM Abiy sent a delegation to Qatar with a special message. Qatar, Turkey on one page always. Qatar has been interested in building Hobyo port. Signed an agreement with Somalia in 2019, but I think the two sides could not make progress. Then in 2020, a consortium of 3 companies signed another agreement with Somalia to build a port in Hobyo. Hobyo is a coastal city, port city. This consortium had companies from Britain, Turkey, and Somalia. Turkey is mediating too, you see. So the consortium signed a pact with Somalia to build the port and maybe airport too. Again, the no considerable progress could be made. In 2024, this year, Djibouti's engineers were seen visiting this port. Djibouti has also been interested in building the port. So you see, Turkey interested in the past. Qatar showed interest in the past too. But no international level port could be constructed in Hobyo. It's not like Berbera. Berbera has been developed by UAE's DP World. Turkey, Qatar have been showing interest in building Hobyo port. They could not. A lot needs to be done. Any airport there? Obviously, if Ethiopia wants access to sea, it wants a port which is fully established, which has an airport too. There is an airport in the area called Hobyo Airport. It's not an airport, it's basically an airstrip. It has only one runway. Even the surface of that runway is non-hardened surface. It means that this airport cannot handle all types of flights. For Ethiopia to use this port, airport needs to be established. And importantly, port needs to be constructed to international level port. Then infrastructure, road infrastructure connecting Hobyo with Ethiopia, 200-kilometer long road, which can handle the movement of Ethiopian cargo. It cannot happen overnight. Ethiopia is hoping to gain access to sea in a few days, weeks, or months. Somaliland, ideal, ready-made location, Berbera port, airport there too, I think. Road infrastructure can be managed, though Somaliland wants a new road to link Ethiopia with Somaliland. But even the existing roads infrastructure can be used by Ethiopia. Here, Ethiopia will have to wait. Since Turkey and Qatar have been showing interest in developing Hobyo port. So they might convince Ethiopia to go for this port, Hobyo, instead of Somaliland's Berbera port. Somaliland Berbera port, developed by UAE, and Hobyo port, Turkey, Qatar showed interest in the past. So let's see now what Ethiopia does. Reportedly, Ethiopia has rejected this offer. Reportedly, Ethiopia does not want to wait for a long time. Secondly, this port project, airport construction project, remained. It could not make progress. Several countries showed interest, but then the issue could not make progress. There are issues like there are security issues too in this area. If Ethiopia does not accept this offer, what will Somalia do? Will talks collapse, or will Somalia make another offer? That remains to be seen. We'll try to keep you updated. Thanks for watching.